Okay. All right. Hello, my name is Peter Duncan. Today we'll be doing a Vinyasa yoga practice. We'll be using blocks. If you guys have any blocks with you by any chance, or you can also, like a blanket or something could be helpful for some support for some of these poses. But if you have blocks, that's sweet. If not, you'll survive. But all right, we'll go ahead and come inward, finding some stillness, maybe closing your eyes if you'd like. You can choose to lay on your back or sit up straight, legs crossed, really whatever position suits you. Just finding stillness in the room, reflecting how your day has gone so far, taking a step back to become aware of your environment. Just finding that breath pattern for the practice and a breath pattern that best suits you. If you'd like, you're more than welcome to do a body scan, determining what exactly it is that you have been holding on today and what your energy levels are telling you. Maybe just going inward, asking yourself what it is that you need today. And just slowly deepening your breaths, inhaling in at your own pace, and maybe exhaling out for even longer. If you'd like, you can practice this breath pattern with me for inhaling for 4 seconds, holding for 4 seconds, and exhaling for 4 seconds. You're more than welcome to try it if you like. So we're going to go ahead and inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold that breath for 1, 2, 3, 4, and then exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go ahead and inhale. Hold. And then exhale. Inhale. Hold. And then exhale. Maybe maintaining this breath pattern or returning to your own, you are more than welcome to maybe set an intention for this class, whether it's how you want to feel at the end of the class or something you want to let go of that's possibly hovering in your life. Just a few more breaths here. And then slowly maybe rolling those shoulders up and down, finding some movement back into those fingertips. Maybe rolling that neck around, just doing whatever it is you need to do to get ready for our asana practice. And then from here, now that we're ready to start, we'll go ahead and starting in a seated position, we'll go ahead and do some seated twists where we'll place our left arm on our right knee, twisting over to the right, looking over our right shoulder. And then coming back to the center slowly. And we'll go ahead and do the other side where our right arm goes on our left knee and we look over our left shoulder. Maintaining this deep inhales and exhalations. And then coming back to the center. From here, we'll go ahead and come into a tabletop pose where our wrists, our shoulders are width apart and our shoulders are right over our wrists. And then from here, we'll go ahead and inhale, arching our backs, tucking inward, and then exhale, rounding our spines. Then inhaling again, tucking in our spines. And then exhaling, rounding our spines again. Just doing this on our own for about four more rounds. And then from here, after we've done a few of our tabletop poses, we'll go ahead and come into a downward dog. Just walking that dog out a little, sending our hips up to the sky. Just finding some warmth in this pose. And then from here, you will go ahead and take your right hand and then just cross it over to your left ankle for a slight twist. Maintain that inhale and exhalation. And then return that right arm back over your shoulders. And then from here, we'll take our left arm and then twist it on over to our right ankle. And then come back to our downward facing dog. And then from here, we'll go ahead and come to a plank position where our arms are straight up and our shoulders are right over our wrists. And then from here, we'll go ahead and stack our right leg on top of our left foot for a side plank. Just for a quick moment here. Coming back down to that plank. And then from here, we'll go ahead and go to the other side. We'll stack our left foot onto our right foot. And then raise that left arm all the way up to the sky for another side plank. And then we'll come back down to our regular plank. And then from here, we'll go ahead and lower all the way down to chaturanga, or coming into cobra pose. Just kind of stretching out that back for a quick moment here. And then from cobra pose, we'll go ahead and lift back up to downward facing dog. Maintain those inhales and exhales. And then from here, we'll slowly walk up our feet up to our hands, where we can let our head hang heavy for a little. Maybe ragdolling our arms a little. And then from here, we'll go ahead and inhale, coming to halfway up with a straight back. Inhale and exhaling here. And then coming back down to that forward bend, all the way touching the ground. And then from here, we'll slowly come up vertebrae by vertebrae up to mountain pose. We'll go ahead and meet in mountain pose. Go ahead and bringing those hands all the way up to the sky. And then from here, finding a slight back bend. And then from here, we'll go ahead, shift to the right side, maybe grabbing that right, or our right arms are maybe grabbing that left wrist. Just stretching all the way to the right. And then coming center. And then maybe this time our left arm grabs our right wrist, and then we fold to the left side. And then coming back down to the center. And then from here, we're still in mountain pose, coming all the way down to another forward bend, touching the floor, letting our heads hang heavy, maybe ragdolling our arms a little, touching our elbows. And then from here, we can come down to downward facing dog. Walking out our dog a little. And then from here, we'll go ahead and bring that left foot up in between our hands. Like that. Bringing our left foot in between our hands. And then raising that right arm up to the sky. And then bringing that down to the floor again. And then coming back to downward facing dog, where this time we'll bring our right foot up between our legs. And then bring that left hand all the way up to the sky. And then slowly releasing, coming back to downward facing dog. This time, go ahead and come into a tabletop pose. And then from here, we'll go ahead and bring our hands up to the sky. And then this time, we'll actually put it right on through, under our left arm. Your face can touch the mat. Just kind of just staying here for a quick moment. And then coming back to tabletop pose. And then from here, we'll do the other side where bring that left arm up to the sky and then slide it on through right under our arms. Hugging our mats. And then slowly coming back into tabletop. Maybe just coming for a quick child's pose for a quick second. And then after that child's pose, we'll go ahead and come back into downward facing dog. Where we'll slowly walk up step by step back to a forward bending fold, letting our head hang heavy. Inhaling, coming, straighten our back, coming halfway. And then exhaling, coming back to the floor. And then slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, we'll come back up to mountain pose. And from here, go ahead and raise those arms up to the sky, finding a quick back bend. Coming back to the center. And then maybe that right arm grabs that left wrist, folds to the right side for a quick side stretch. And then coming back down, coming up to back to the center, excuse me. And then from here, that left hand grabs that right wrist and we go to the other side or left side for a side bend. Maintaining those Inhales and exhales. And then standing straight up, coming back down for another forward bend. And then go ahead and come back into a downward facing dog. Walking out that dog. Then from here, you're in plank position. And we're just gonna do a quick side plank where you lift that right arm up to the sky, stacking those feet. One more breath here. Then coming back into regular plank. Doing so on the other side. Raising that left hand up to the sky and stacking those feet, left hand on the right, or left foot on the right foot. One more breath here. And then coming back down into plank. And then from here, we'll go ahead and chaturanga, lowering ourselves down to the mat, either coming into cobra pose or sphinx pose. And then coming back to our tabletop position. And then from here, we'll go ahead and lift that right arm up to the sky. And then send it on through right under our left arm. And then coming back to tabletop pose. And then we'll go ahead and do the other side, where we bring our left arm up to the sky and then send it on through right under our right arm. Then from here, coming back up to tabletop pose. Just doing a few cat cows, inhaling, arching our backs, exhaling, rounding the spine. Inhaling, arching our backs. Exhaling, rounding the spine. Just doing this a few more times on your own. And then maybe come into a quick child's pose or happy baby pose. Regathering that breath. And then one more time through, we'll go ahead and come to a downward facing dog. And then coming into plank pose, taking a breath here. And then back to downward facing dog. Back to plank pose. And then exhale back to downward facing dog. And then slowly walking those feet up. For a forward bending fold, standing forward bend. Touching, maybe our hands are touching the ground or ragdolling. And then slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, coming to mountain pose. Inhaling, our arms come up to the sky. Slight back bend. And then our right side, or grabbing our left wrist, we fold to the right side. Coming back to the center. And then our left hand grabs our right wrist. And then we fold to the left, or bend to the left side. And then coming back down to the middle. And then from here, we're gonna go ahead and try, we're gonna try eagle pose. So it's like you put your right arm over your, like you twist your arms like this kind of. And then you wrap your right leg over your left knee, twisting like that. Are you able to see? Yeah. Like you just wrap it around and kind of squat down a little. Yeah. Just a few breaths here. Yeah. And then coming back to mountain pose. And then we'll do the other side where we'll wrap the right arm around our left arm. And then our left leg wraps around our right leg. Yeah, it's kind of tough. For eagle pose. All right, back to mountain pose. Maybe just kind of wiggling the body around a little. Back and forth. And then from here, we'll go ahead at mountain pose. We will go ahead and step our right foot back, making sure that it's at a 60-degree angle. And then our front leg is bent a little. And we'll go ahead and raise our hands for warrior two. Our gaze is over our left arm with our left foot facing forward. And then we'll slowly lower that right arm down to that thigh for reverse warrior and bring that front arm up to the sky. Looking up to the sky for a few inhales and exhales. And then from here, we'll go ahead and on that bent front knee, we'll go ahead and place our left arm and then raise our back arm up to the sky for an extended side angle pose. Looking up, stretching that right side of our bodies. And then coming out of it, we'll go ahead and come back to mountain pose. Go ahead and do the other side where we will, our left foot will go back for, make sure your left foot is back at a 60-degree angle. That right foot is bent. And then right foot is facing forward. Come for warrior two pose. Our gaze is over our right hand. Slowly lowering that left arm down to our back thigh. With raising that right arm up to the sky for reverse warrior. And then we'll slowly go into our extended side angle pose where our right arm places on our right knee that is bent and then raising that left arm up to the sky for extended side angle pose. And then from here, go ahead and face those toes in front of you. And just kind of slowly touching the ground here, using blocks if you need them. Oh. And then from here, we'll go ahead and come into downward facing dog. Cool. And then from here, we're going to go ahead and do lizard pose, where we will bring our left foot in between our hands. Your knee can be like resting on the mat if needed. But for an extra challenge, you could leave it up. And then from here, you can either have your forearms touching the ground like this for an extra challenge, or you have your arms faced straight up, or arms straight, or you can use a block. That's helpful too. my bad. Both of your hands actually should be like inside your left foot. That's a lot helpful. And then option to go on your forearms for a deeper stretch, or using blocks, or keeping them straight. So yeah, basically our left foot is outside of both of our hands. And then our back right foot can be touching the mat if needed. And you can go ahead and come out of that slowly because it's pretty intense. Maybe, yeah, no. And then from here, we'll go ahead and come back into downward facing dog. And then you're bringing that left foot this time in between those hands. Wait, did we just do left foot? Basically the opposite foot. I'm sorry. The opposite foot of what we just did. And then, yeah, wait, we just did left foot. God. Yeah, so basically our right foot this time is up where our hands are, and our hands are inside of our right foot. Maybe using blocks. Using blocks if needed for extra support, or coming down onto those forearms. Whatever feels right for you. Just here for a few more breaths. This one's pretty intense. And then slowly, slowly coming out of that. Just kind of getting the movement you need, feeling those cracks. And then we'll go ahead and then come into reclining pigeon pose. We're relying on our backs. So our knees are up like this. And we're gonna go ahead and cross our right leg over our left thigh, and then reach in between our legs, pulling that thigh inward to our chest. reclining pigeon pose. Maintain that inhale and exhalation. Just a few more breaths here. And slowly coming back down to our feet. Maybe wiggling the legs side to side. And then from here, we'll go ahead and do the opposite side, where we will cross our left leg over our right thigh, and then slowly reach in between our legs and grab the bottom of our thighs, and then pull in to our chest. Just a few more breaths here. And then slowly lowering our feet back down to the ground. Shifting the legs back and forth. A few motions. And then from here, we'll go ahead and bring that right leg up to our chest. And then we'll go ahead and twist it where we're for reclining spinal twist, and then go ahead and fold it over your body and then look to your right side. one more breath here. And then slowly bring that right leg back to the center, lowering it back to the ground, fully laying on your back. And from here, we'll go ahead and bring that left leg up to our chest, all the way in. And then we'll slowly cross it over our bodies, looking over our left shoulder this time. One more inhale and exhale here. And then coming back, laying flat on our backs. From here, we'll go ahead and bring both of those knees into our chest. And then just kind of back and forth. This is not happy baby, but this is like, I guess just native chest pose. Just rocking side to side. Rocking up and down, maybe. And then from here, we'll try happy baby pose, where you'll reach your hands on your feet and just, happy baby pose. Maybe back and forth if you want. And then whenever you would like, go ahead and lower your feet down to the ground. Just your whole body down to the ground for Shavasana. maybe slowly wiggling those fingers, wiggling the toes. Just kind of slowly, maybe opening those eyes up. Maybe coming to a comfortable seat, laying on your back if you want to continue doing so. Or coming to sit straight up. Maybe doing some neck rolls here. Maybe doing some more twists if you want. Just doing some final movements. And just really reflecting on your practice. Reflecting on maybe that intention that you sent for the beginning of the practice. Noticing how you feel now. And noticing your perspective of the environment around you. And then slowly bringing those hands up to the sky. Bringing them, connecting them down to the heart. We have now finished our yoga practice. Namaste. Thank you very much for joining me. This was like my first virtual practice. So that was pretty cool. Thank you guys for thank you for taking 60 minutes out of your day to do this with me. I really appreciate it. Do you guys have any comments or anything? Or
You did a really good job.
thank you very much.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of I had to improvise a lot, which I hope maybe I shouldn't have said that.
Good.
Right. I just as you teach more, you it's easier to improvise. I feel
Yeah, I would not have known you were improvising.
Wow, thank you so much. I think I have to send you guys a form or something, or I think there's an attachment that I have to send you for you to leave a comment or leave something. I can email it to you, and I think you're just supposed to, it shouldn't take too long, but I think you're just supposed to just fill it out. It should take a second, and then you email it back to me, and it's part of what I need to turn in. But sweet. All right. Well, thank you guys very much for joining me. I feel like it's kind of all I really have. So
Thank you.
all
Yeah,
right.
thanks.
Yeah, I hope you guys have a good day.
Yeah.
You too.
Bye.